concept, but they were just more willing. They made more game, and they were more willing to engage in the highly sexual content. And this thing was brewing in Japan, this force of nature that was taking obscure hobbies and making them into anthropomorphized anime girls. At the same time, the idol industry, all right, which is also relevant to this, separately, over the past decade or two, has had the evolution of idol anime come out, which is taking the concepts of the idol industry, but making them exclusive to an animated format with fake characters instead of real people. And a show called Idolmaster came. Idolmaster was a game that was very successful, and then there was also Love Live School Idol Project, which had a very successful anime. And those things kind of really changed the way that the idol industry treats games and treats external media that is made of like fictionalized characters instead of real people. Both of those things come together to create Uma Musume Pretty Derby. The horse racing lobby in Japan has been struggling, as they are one of the few remaining forms of gambling left in Japan, along with pachinko parlors. And they have a long and storied history, and they want more people. They want more people looking at horse racing. So Cygames comes to them and goes, idols are huge right now. You have a ton of highly characterized horses with long, storied histories. We could turn them into idols for a gacha game. And we can, and this has made so much money already. We can make a real fucking game underneath this and actually put some production value in, and you will make crazy money, because these games that have made not a lot of effort into their video game underneath them have made so much money. You know, FGO made more money than Fortnite for like a very long time, right? And then Blue Archive came out and put a bunch of money into a game and became more successful than its inspiration. We're just gonna do that for horse girls.
Yep.
I want to die.
Yep.
Go on.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby takes a bunch of real horses and adapts them into anime characters, and then takes an incredibly engaging management game and lets you play this roguelike management game where you raise horses. You raise horses to race in horse races, and it is interestingly a roguelike, right? It's got a deck building component, and further, all right, and I'll connect it to Sonic Adventure 2 here. All right?
Good. All right. Yeah.
Here's what it really is. Here's what it really is.
I just
the thing that I've been waiting for so long.
Pausing.
This feels like the ramblings of a madman fever dream.
Right?
So go on.
Keep going.
Okay. So this is the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2.
Great.
It's the Chow Garden.
Sweet.
All right. So a huge component of this game is the genealogical history of the parentage of your horse. Okay. So when you complete the real money in horse races in real life, the real money in horse races is not in the race. All right. That is to get your horse famous so that you can sell their goo. You can sell their goo so that other people can make horses with your horse. All right. That's where the real money lies, in horse racing. And they wanted to you know, breeding is such a big part of horse racing. So what the deal is here is that
this a part of this game? Does this game have the breeding?
So yes, it kind of has the breeding, but they make it.
Does this have the breeding?
So the way this game works is that what you do is that you pick a horse and you go into a career, and you have 3 years to manage their career. All right. And you will train their stats, and you will manage their day-to-day life as they become an athlete competing in horse racing. And at the end of it, they will have either failed and gotten worse than expected, or they'll have made it all the way. But one way or the other, they'll be retired, and they'll become part of your veteran stable, upon which they will have traits that they inherit from their career that they can pass down via inspiration to the next generation of horse. So when you start career again, that horse that you just did a run with will be an option for a parent in all of your horses that you could select. So you have to select 2 parents, and those parents will have grandparents, and your horse will inherit features from every horse up to its grandparents. Then the deck building part of the game is that you have 6 support cards that you select going into a career that is the friends that you can run into during training and around the academy where they do all this training to become a horse. And those 6 characters will show up and have events and just be around, right? And they give you different bonuses. And your goal is to get high enough stats to watch your horse win a race. There is no active component to the gameplay of the races whatsoever.
Damn. All right.
You just manage their stats and what skills they select.
To be fair, it's like horse racing.
Watch it happen.
Yeah.
It's horse racing. But the winner is decided before you start the race. Right? That you could skip the race entirely. There's a view results button that just tells you what happened in the race. You don't even have to watch the race.
I am not going to skip over anime horse girls sprinting
not
for
at all.
a race. That's the good stuff.
Your prize for getting first place in a race is that your horse gets to sing a song and do a dance in the middle of all the other horses, because every horse gets together and does a concert performance of a song.
Because they're idols.
They do a concert performance of a song because they're idols. And the center gets to be whoever won the race. And then you are ritualistically shamed by being made further and further from the center of the stage based on your race performance.
Yeah, Mario Kart. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
This game, unfortunately, has a really engaging gameplay loop of management. It is for one thing, it's really fucking hard, right?
Great.
Like the game it's not easy. It's a roguelike, right? Like you're gonna probably fail. There's a lot of randomness to it. It's just a ton of decision making. And the process of it is incredibly engaging. I gotta tell you, I'm hitting the double skip button. I'm not reading a single bit of dialogue when I play this game. All right, it's you skip the talking because there's so much. You skip the talking. You skip everything. You just watch the races and you make the decisions. And if you do that, there's a fucking game underneath this thing.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
And it's fun. It's fun, and you get so invested in watching. One of the clips they're playing here on stream are a lot of them are of the supers that each of these horses have, where in the middle of a race, if conditions are right, they'll activate an ability and they'll go into a cutscene. All right. So this girl with the orange hair in the green and the white, Silent Suzuka, her ability is the view from the lead is mine. Right? Where she if she's in the front towards the end of the race, she drowns out everybody else and goes, I'm fucking racing ahead. And she just gets this massive boost in speed towards the end. And they do an incredible job of just making that shit incredibly hype. And your level of investment is massively increased by you trying to make all of these decisions to just barely survive. Your goal is surviving to the end of a run. And so watching these races while you've been just going like, fuck, is it gonna be enough? Do I have enough stamina? Do I have enough guts? Ah, shit, did I make it? It's so engaging. And on top of this, they're giving you so much free-to-play juice to play this game with to start off that a lot of people end up never paying any money for the game. It can very reasonably be played completely free. But you're never going to be like the guy with the perfect shit. If you're that, you're gonna have good shit, not perfect shit. If you want perfect shit, I've looked at the numbers. You're spending like $2,000 to get like one perfect thing.
Shit's the devil.
Insane.
The shit is the
It's
devil.
insane amounts of
The
money.
shit is the devil. This fucking madness. Anyway, continue.
So they give you plenty enough to play the game perfectly fine with the free-to-play experience. And they give you a lot of premium currency, hundreds of dollars worth. But the cost to be able to get a perfect thing is effectively getting that thing 5 times. And there's about a 0.3% chance that you get a super rare card for every $21 you spend.
Great. Good. Great.
There's a 0.3% chance of getting the card you want.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend insane amounts of money because if you want to max out a card, you have to get it 5 times. So it's super expensive if you're actually engaging with the big money part of it. But for the most part, everybody just friends a guy on their friends list who has done that and then borrows the stuff that they spent $1 bajillion on. Because it lets you borrow stuff from other players. And it's a game that is unfortunately incredibly peak and very engaging, and there's a ton of production value. There's so many there's a ton of animated scenes. There's a ton of content. It's just bursting at the seams with content and money.
So I have a question. I'm looking at it at Steam right now, and does this like? It feels like it almost plays like a phone game, even on the desktop.
Yeah, so it is a phone game. It is a PC portable.
Oh yeah, that I know.
So
like even the orientation of the screen.
Oh,
so for the races and the cutscenes, it allows you to switch to landscape mode to get the better version of those things. Yeah. The advantage of playing on PC is that you get a better version of like the detailed moments, basically. But otherwise, you're playing with the same screen orientation. It's just a vertical slice. Okay. And playing on PC just gives you more like information on the right side.
Okay.
And so what ended up happening with this game that's really making it explode here, it's incredibly successful in Japan, particularly because they have a bunch of anime. They have I think a couple seasons of an anime TV series.
How long has this been going?
4 years.
Oh, that explains a lot. I was looking at this roster. I was like, this is extensive.
It's huge, and they're all real racehorses.
Right. Wow.
And they have 4 movies, and the movies are by all accounts incredible. They are just amazing movies because the movies and the show are all adaptations of the real life story of the horse. Your story's written
for you. You know, you just got to do the dialogue.
And it's sports.
Yeah,
it's sports. They're narrativizing the natural narrative that comes out of competition, and there's so much opportunity there.
Yep.
A great example is a very popular character right now is Hara Urara, right? Hara Urara is the fucking worst character in the game.
Right.
Okay? Because in real life, it is the worst horse ever. It has a win rate of 0 out of 113 races.
Wonderful.
It's fucking insane. It is the worst racing record any horse has ever had. It's so bad that it became famous for how bad it is.
Sure.
And it's a very popular horse. One of the few horses in the game that is still alive today. And it wore an iconic Hello Kitty mask to all of its races.
Yeah.
And so the character is this bubbly, cute pink girl that fucking sucks.
I love this horse.
Another very popular horse, Gold Ship, is a horse that in real life acts like a fucking lunatic and breaks shit and is just weird and does insane shit all the time and is also like some kind of god-blessed powerful horse being that can't be made to race seriously, because if it could, it would be dominating it would have dominated horse racing for the time it was in the races. It has this unreal super physique. It just cannot be convinced to use it seriously. And she's a very popular character. It's there's a lot to draw off of.
Right.
Okay, so there's one thing that you mentioned here that I want to get to, and then we'll have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 2? Question mark?
Right. So the loop here is exactly the loop that the Chow Garden has. All right. The Chow Garden.
I knew exactly this is where this was going.
Yes.
Yeah. The Chow Garden, what you do in the Chow Garden is that you breed Chow to be better and better. Now that's the high level version of the experience. Low level version of the experience is you go into the Chow Garden and you just you play around with them a bit, maybe run a couple races, and they're these auto scrollers. You can't do anything, right? The Chow just performs how it performs. And then there is the advanced version where you go, oh, I'm going to raise my Chow's stats and then do all the races. And then, all you have to do is feed it a bunch of animals and be done with it normally. But the advanced version of it, the part of the Chow Garden that's like deeply squandered and has no reason to engage with, but is really interesting, is that there is a massive genetic component to the game. And there's a huge complex heritability process that lets you modify your Chow to be like really, really specific. And there's a huge degree of control that you never need to engage with. This game is taking that concept that the Chow Garden did of these automatic races with this complex genealogical control over the characters, and it's putting a whole game behind it.
Yep. Yep. So
it's what if we did that thing that they came up with in the 2000s and we just actually made a whole game out of it. This is if the Chow Garden got a mobile game, it should work exactly like how this game works.
All right. So
yeah. And
all right. Well, that's I mean.
It's blown up on account of the fact that a number of Twitch streamers just picked it up. Particularly a couple guys that already live in Japan started playing it once the English release came out, and they could play it for their stream. And then in particular, Northern Lion picked it up and suddenly had his second most popular stream of all time, and was way more engaged than he expected, which then got Ludwig to pick it up, Ludwig Ogren, and Ludwig picking it up got a lot of other really big streamers to pick it up, and it suddenly exploded in popularity in the West, both because it's a surprisingly good game and because there's a lot of characterization. So people who love anime already kind of knew about it, but weren't able to play the game. And people who like roguelike games to stream, turns out this is great stream content. Cheering for horse races is something that people have enjoyed for a long time. So as it turns out, it's a great stream activity to get on there and scream at your screen while everybody cheers on a horse.
Yep.
And it's just conducive to actually great content for a stream, which has contributed a lot to its popularity.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
This is a game that seems built in a way for me to despise it.
Oh yeah, it's evil. It's deeply evil. It's preying on. It's promoting gambling. Fundamentally, it's promoting horse race gambling, which is bad. Like it's an efficient market. It steals money from people. It's an evil existence.
And then combined with that, like I already dislike roguelites, most of them. It's very rare that a Hades comes along. Yeah, like this is a very interesting game. Like hearing you talk about it and like watching it, I'm like, I don't want to play this, but I'm like curious.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
my curiosity might get the better of me to try it some more. Like try it, but like
I do think it's worth a quick install and like 2-3 hours of your time just to see what it's like. Because I don't think that there is another video game like it. I think that it's an incredibly unique game. I think that alone gives it some value just to peek at. I don't think it's something you would actually enjoy playing very much. I think that applies to most of you. I'm not sure how much any of the three of you have been enthused by this, but I think it's fascinating, and I have to talk about it.
I've been contemplating making a game, a video on gotcha. If I actually commit to that, I will try it during that process.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, I gotta be honest. Watching it, I just want to play Pocket Card Jockey, and that's kind of what I want to do. So
there you go, man.
That's
what
my
I will
horse racing
recommend
game. So
is those movies. Those fucking movies are insane.
If I had the time,
the
movie sounds like the way to go.
Yeah, you say it that way.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the scene of Agnes Tachyon fucking running her heart out, and I'm like, oh, that looks hype as hell. That's fucking peak shit right there. And it's so well animated. It's like you could see the money oozing out of every frame of animation. It's like, holy shit. These people love that horse.
So
let's show.
So
oh my god. What a thing.
Oh, last thing I need to mention, the names.
Yes.
Really stupid names.
They are.
There's a horse named Vodka.
Yep.
Special Week. Mayano Top Gun is one that I've been using. It's full of really fucking stupid names, and it's very funny.
The one girl I like the design of that I'm looking at is called Twin Turbo. Like, yeah.
Turbo.
All right.
Yep.
So I think that's a show. Sorry, it's 38 minutes longer than normal.
But
yeah, I needed to talk about it.
We needed to talk about. We can't really talk about a game that captured your attention, and then we had massive news this week at the same time. So it had to happen.
Yeah, we had to shit on Microsoft for 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I feel like even that wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. We had to keep moving, man. Yeah.
All
right. We're gonna be around. We're gonna be posting videos to YouTube. You should follow us and like us and subscribe, all that stuff. We're on social media. We're on Discord. You should join our Discord. Talk with us about video games and stuff. We post on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the audio versions of these podcasts. So if you're more about that, you should check those out.
Subscribe to the YouTube, or I will Klarna carrots, which is the premium currency in Uma Musume. I will Klarna Uma Musume bucks until I'm deeply in debt. If you don't subscribe to the YouTube.
How in debt are you gonna go?
What's the interest rate on a Klarna?
It's like really low. It's like super show.
How much they let you? All right, fantastic. Oh Lord.
I've seen some cases like on TikTok where that's like $14,000. So you're committing
$14,000 in carrots if you don't subscribe to the YouTube. My financial life will be ruined.
Man. All right, please subscribe.
Please help.
Everyone have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your video games. And talk to you next week.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Yes.